Hey, yo, welcome to Tiger Talk with Shak, man. The podcast is moving up the ladder fast, man. I will never finish last. We are excited to be back with you guys, man, because you never know how early somebody could leave this earth. And not to mention that, man, we're just excited in general, man, because we're alive in general. We're excited because, man, today is a great day. Even though it's rainy in my neck of the woods, man, I could be on the other side of the dirt. And for that, man, I'm appreciative. And I want to say, man, I appreciate God, man, none other than, man, for looking out on that end, man. I appreciate you, homie. Yes, man. God, man, he doesn't get his just due a lot of times, man, but I know I'm always giving my just due, and I'm always giving the flowers that he deserves because, well, that is, the person that's involved for us standing right here where we are, man. So, always give it up for God, man, for real when you can, man, because that's the man that's moving life on our side of that parade. You know what I'm saying? Our life on that side of that shadow, our life on that side of that rainbow, our life on that side of that street. You feel me? Don't want to be in between that, man, because the other side could just be you. Hey, hey, today is Tuesday, April the 5th, man. It is a Tuesday. Feels like a Monday, man, but it's a Tuesday. And we are excited, man, because a lot of things are happening in the sports world. And so if you are a sports guy or a sports fanatic, I don't know what you consider yourself is, but whatever you consider yourself is, man, whatever you consider yourself to be, man, listen, just consider yourself to be blessed because you're alive and there's a lot of sports coming back on. You feel me? Now that's something that I'm feeling good about, man, because the March Madness just finished up yesterday, man. On Monday night, man, and it's very exciting, man. We closed out with UNC in Kansas, man, and you can't talk enough about those two esteemed programs, man, from back in the day to now. I mean, you're talking about two programs, man, that have been perennial powerhouses or at least powerhouses to put it frankly out there. You know what I'm saying? They've been powerhouses in basketball from way back. You're talking about all the way back from the 70s to North Carolina in the 80s and the 90s. And then, that's what it is. But North Carolina came in this one, man, an underdog. They were the 8th seed in this one. And Kansas was the first seed out of their bracket. And Kansas wound up winning 72 to 69. So North Carolina lost to Kansas, the Jayhawks, man, 69 to 72. Which that's unfortunate, but I mean, at least it lets you know that hey, sometimes these these brackets can get it wrong. Bracketology is not the move. Sometimes hey man, what do these things know? And that leaves an error for discussion, right? And so a good discussion to have sometime this week, but a good discussion to have is, hey, should we look into extending these games more outside of these, I don't know, these games that could be upsets, or these games that could, okay, I'll play devil's advocate, right? Check this out. Let's say you have Gonzaga, right? Let's say Gonzaga is kind of down, they're hurt and stuff like that. They're not really feeling good as a team. They might play down to a team that they could have beat by a whole bunch, right? And therefore, Gonzaga does not beat that team. Well, you look at head to head as far as that team getting in. Well, they didn't get beat by that bad by Gonzaga as another team did. So what if this team, AAA, 3 A's, AAA, this team is trying to get into the program or get into the bracketology or whatever, March Madness. But they said, hey, man, listen, wait, whoa. Hey, y'all got beat pretty bad by Gonzaga. But this team over here, BBB did not get beat as bad as AAA. Do we have someone we need to talk about? Because AAA did not get skull drugged. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't get skull drugged like this other team. So, do we back it up? You know what I'm saying? And that's something that remains to be seen, man. It's something that we definitely want to talk about at least, right? Put that on the table at least, because when you look at it, man, like, do you you feel sorry for a team like that, right? Like it comes down to something that small, like, hey man, did you get beat by a team by less? Like, but what I'm saying is that that team might could be nursing injuries, or that team might. Let's keep it real, man. The team might just got their head buzzed that game. I mean, just saying, just saying. And that's the funny part about it, because I mean, like, who knows? It could be a situation where, hey, this team is just got turned up, and they didn't get beat as bad as other teams get beat by this team. But hey, man, this team might just be balling, son. You know what I'm saying? It might just be balling.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I promise, I have the best job in the world. I promise. But man, it's just devil's advocate, man. Hey, look, do we need to have more games, that matter rather than games that don't matter? Because you run into a wall of some of the stuff like this where UNC, the Tar Heels, are 8th ranked and they make it to the championship and they only lose by 3 when they could have been a number 1 ranked all year. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the question for the day, man. I just want to pose it, man. If it's something y'all mess with, man, y'all mess with it. If it's not, just be like, Shaq, I don't even see the validity in that, but I think y'all gonna mess with it, man, or pose a better question. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. You feel me? Let me know. So we are interested in how smart Shaq is, right? Because for the most part, people know me. People really don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to get, people know me in life, put it like that. But for the podcast world, people don't know me yet. You know what I'm saying? We're steadily grinding on the chart, man. Coming up, man. Tiger Talk with Shaq, man. Oh, forgot to do all that, man. But look, Tiger Talk, man. TigerTalkwith. And then, excuse me, SHAK as in King. SHAK, not Q. .me. So Tiger Talk with Shaq. Tiger Talk with Shaq. Okay. So make sure you put that in, man. Make sure you hit us up, man. And then, you can kind of see where we are there, man. But we are moving up the ladder fast, man. We really are. And I'm excited. I'm excited about everybody that is supporting us. And with that being said, man, with that support, man, we have to understand, man, that, it's about what you're putting on in everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Like us putting on this whole thing. I was talking with someone and someone was like, hey man, you're nervous about what? To go online, to do what I do? Now this is my job. I'm not going to be nervous about this one. It's just what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're called to do something, you usually don't get nervous about that thing. You know what I mean? Like, if I am a called coach, when I step on the field, like, it is what it is. When I step on the field at practice, it is what it is. When I step over here, it is what it is. But in this realm of things, man, this is what I want to talk about with this next segment. Not only are you, when you're called to do certain things, but when you know that you are called to do it and you do it right. You know what I'm saying? And so this is going to be You Are Alive with Shaq the Guru. Thank you very much. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, to your service. Hey, buddy. All right, so this is Shaq. You're live with the Guru, Shaq, man. SHAK. You see it, man. The man, the myth, the legend. I just popped my collar. Hey, I did not buy that for myself, by the way. It's just something that's always stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? The ability to be handsome at the right moment. You know what I'm saying? The ability to be suave and debonair. The ability to be drop dead gorgeous. I mean. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hold up, man. It wasn't supposed to be that funny. Like, it's supposed to be a laugh. But, nah, check it, though. So I remember, I talk about, and you have to be humble in this game a little bit to get, people to believe in you, but you also have to be doggone confident, too, don't you? And, I told you guys that I thought that this was going to be a defensive end draft because of all my years doing things with defensive ends, and I know what I'm looking for. And so guess what? They reissued and everything after the doggone combines and reordered of what they think are the top 3 DNs. And guess who named them? That would be yeah, boy. You know. And I do this, man. Like ever since I was in the game, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar, popping my collar. Hey, I didn't write the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ever since I've been my collar, I've been popping my collar. Hey, because I really am that nice, though, bro. Like straight up. If you look at it, I am that nice. All right, let's just go back. Okay, I said there were 3 DNs. I said, first off, I said the Kevon Thibodeau kid from Oregon. I said he's really the number 1 DN that's in this whole bubble thing. But I said he's not going to get a fair shot because he's taking too many plays off and he's too young, right? You can go back a few episodes. You'll see it. Oh, by the way, this is episode 52. Episode 52! Yeah, baby! But if you go back, you'll see, man, me saying that the number 1 DN overall was Thibodeau, but he's not going to get a fair shake because people don't like to see that he's played off and he's a little younger. But I said Aiden was going to be the dog that they said was number 1, okay? But I said that the actual dog that's number 1 is Kayvon Thibodeau out in Oregon. Then it was the Aiden kid that's in Michigan, right? But I said the way it should go, based off of talent that I've seen and DN skills that I've seen to play the game, you can go back when we did the D-line segment. I said Trey is the best kid that's up there. All right, the Trey Walker kid from Georgia. I said with his running a 4.5 and him being able to play down the line and his technique and his knack for the ball awareness, playing flat down the line, making plays, using leverage, I said he is who I think is the best D lineman that's in this draft. Now they say Trey is the best D lineman that's in this freaking draft class.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I don't know where I found it, buddy. That just lets you know, man, who the guru is, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here Hulk Hogan flexing, bro, touching my trophy and everything. Pause. Hey, listen, so look, check it out. So Trey is the number 1 DN in the nation. I'm glad I could call that for you guys. I knew Trey was. I also said that Aiden Hutchinson, the Michigan kid, would get picked before Trayvon because of the stuff that's going on with that. So right now they have Trey 1, Aiden, and then Kevon exactly how I said it out of the top ends in the game. I also said that no tackle should be picked before these tackles. Okay, so no other tackle should be picked before these tackles. First off, I said the first 2 tackles in this thing was yeah. All right, let's go hunt. That's when I clean up and I go in. So I said there were 2 tackles out there that was great. I said the kid that was from North Carolina State, and I said the kid that was from Mississippi State. So the one that was from North Carolina State, man, he just was aggressive. He had hands, he had hips, he had leverage, he was physical. I said the one from Mississippi State, he had hands, he was aggressive, physical. Both of these tackles are underdeveloped. What I mean is they are sophomores. They're not even juniors or seniors. But these other 2 tackles that they're talking about, the other kid, who's the other kid? Dang, I forget. Well, anyway, but the other kids that they're talking about, the Iowa kid, I think he's good though. I forget that kid name. The center, he moves and he's well balanced. But I said that no DN should be taken. No tackle should be taken over these DNs. And I said once we get to the DN spot, the kid from North Carolina State and the kid from Alabama should be the first ones off the board. Bam. So now you got all the way down to 6 in their new testing, grade testing, whatever. So now at number 6 pick in the mock draft, they have the Liberty quarterback Malik Willis going. I don't think that's the right pick. I told you Malik Willis would be the first one on the board, but definitely not at 6. Malik Willis should come in about 15, 16, something like that. If he goes way before that, then people wasted so much money on this kid. Now, speaking about 15 and 14, I told you guys, I said that first off, I didn't think that the Jordan kid from Georgia, I didn't think that he was directly placed. I mean, all this stuff going on to find this stuff, man. So you guys got to kind of hurry and wait with me. The ones that on Spotify can't see it, but the ones on YouTube can. But I was just going through this depth thing that I've been putting together, because Jordan Davis, now he's going to 14th, which is just a pick up from where he was the last 2 weeks. And then also Devontae Wyatt, they have him going to the Eagles now, which is a couple picks up from where he has been, probably about 15, 16 picks. And so the Jordan Davis kid going from not the Eagles himself, him going to the Ravens, that would be a great pick. That would be a great spot for him to land, by the way. That'd be awesome, man. So, so now that's what we have right here. I think the Devontae Wyatt kid is a sell. I really do. I mean, you got definitely 2 kids from Georgia from the same place that can play the same position that's going back to back like that. That should tell you something. People, GMs, all of these people, that should tell you something. Also, getting on with it. I told you guys the Florida State DN. I told you he was in my top 6, top 7. So he's actually the number 4 guy right now. The number 5 guy is the guy that played on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson. That's who they have as the number 5 DN, who I'm cool with that. He could be the top 5 DN. He has good hips, good balance, good leverage, all of that stuff. I mean, I'm cool with that. Just I forget the young man's name, but 5-letter name, whatever. But I'm cool with that. I just don't think he's an everyday down DN. I think that when you pick these top 5, they have to be some heck of a rush guys, put the quarterback down immediately, or it has to be somebody who can play every day, every down for you. Derek Stingley was the number 10th pick. Now, Derek Stingley, if you don't remember him, that's the guy from LSU who I was really high up on. All right, now, Derek Stingley, I thought that he was the top 10 pick, and they said that he wasn't or whatever. And so now that they're saying he's a top 10 pick, and that's what I said. I said he's one of the best kids on this draft board. I can see it immediately. Your boy know what he's looking at. I'm telling you, bro. Like, this dude, he's very talented. On top of that, I also said the Kyle Hamilton kid, the one from Notre Dame. What did I say? I said this kid is not a top 10 pick. This kid is not as big as these people think. They need to go back and analyze it. I went and watched film on this kid. I said it first here on this show. Go look at it. We are on episode 52, by the way. Hey, go look at this show, and you'll see that I said again that this dude was not going to be a top 10 pick. And guess what? Now they're saying that he's 11 on down. There's no way that you can put a safety on the board that high unless he is over the wall, killing people, hunting, dog, like Troy Polamalu, like all of these dudes, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Matthew. I mean, there's been some headhunters, man. Taylor. There's been some headhunters, man. Ronnie Lott. Like, in order for you to get picked that high, man, you got to be a dog. And one thing I said is I didn't like the way he had traction over the middle. I didn't like the way he balanced, that he can't get looked off and then, not be able to get back. And I thought that was something that he struggled with, all year. And so I'm glad that they're saying that he should not go that high, because, I mean, he should not. And, with that being said, if anybody else thinks that he should, well, then guess what you are, buddy? Yeah, you ain't think I wasn't going to give it to y'all. Yeah, you already know. Yo, You already know, man. Hey, look, the clown of the day, man. Talking about the clown of the day, man. Listen, it's an Arizona man. Check out what this Arizona man did. Now, I love when they say Arizona man, they don't even give you the full thing because one is, I mean, that they're still searching for evidence. The other thing is it's so bad that they don't even want you to identify this man to pick with him. Now, check this out. The Arizona man, he wound up still in the ATM at night, right after the store was closed, maybe about 2 or 3 in the morning, something like that. The crazy things about this thing is this. First off, he breaks the bottom part of the window. You know the bottom part of the window over there where you see those machines right on the bottom, like where the glass is. Excuse me, like where the glass is, like when you open the door, you know, on the bottom part, he breaks that part of the glass, like moves the little stuff out the way, like the little, you know, the little canned soda part, start banging right there, I guess, to not be so obvious with it. So bang, 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 knock the junk down, right? So then all of a sudden, he's like, man, dang, it's not enough room. Well, what he needed room for was to connect the chain cord from the truck to be around the ATM that's inside the store, so that way he could jet off, you know, with the truck, and they pull everything off. You know what I'm saying? You know how I go, man. So then all of a sudden, you know, he goes to get in the car. Nah, he didn't hear none of that. He didn't hear none of that, like no car, no sirens. What he heard is nothing strapped in. So this dude done realized that he didn't have enough room, but he didn't make the proper adjustment to hook up the stuff that he saw needed more room. Well, anyway, so he winds up backing it up just a little bit. Now on tape, it's funny because you can't really see the license plate at first, but then the more and more he backed it up like perfect so that they can see exactly who it was. So you know, now he's trying to get it close enough to where he can get everything hooked up. So when he gets everything hooked up, he has to back up more. He's in direct eye contact. It's straight up eye candy for the security footage. So the security footage catch the whole camera and everything, and he still couldn't get everything hooked up. So his truck is actually on security footage trying to steal something from outside of the store, but he doesn't get anything after he aligns up everything to where they can get a great photo. And then he busts the window out of the store, and he still didn't hook up anything, wound up getting frustrated, just bailed out and hit the gas and zoned out of the gas station, didn't get one penny. So that's our clown for the day, man. The guy that's in Arizona that's picking up gas and is about to be your cash. I said cash. See. That's a clown, though.
I'm a clown. I'm a
Keep my
Hey.
wife's name. Keep my
Hey.
name. Keep my wife's
Hey,
name.
Will.
Keep my
Hey, Will, sit down, man.
Keep my wife's name.
oh
Oh, wow. Hey, every time I get to that part, man, Chris Rock says, oh, wow. Hey, man, who is actually in the room, see a dude about to come punch you, and you can say, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, Will.
Keep my wife's name out your.
All right. Okay. I will. Okay, Will. I will. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, getting back to what we were talking about before, man. Listen, I hope you lose, man. Hey, remember I was talking about being on these, the coach on these shows, man, the coach on these teams. And, man, I hope you lose, man, because honestly, we've learned more from anything, man, you know, by losing. And losing, you find out the best technique you need to use in certain situations. And losing, you find out that even if that machine or that technique works, a lot of times, man, we were just getting away with techniques because we had good coaches, or we were just getting away with technique because we had good scheme. You know, we were getting away with different techniques because we had good kids. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the day, depends on what was going on, depends on what you're talking about. But at the same time, man, you have to get to a point to where you're learning something. Learn something in good times, learn something in bad times, learn something where you're supposed to, learn something, be open to learning something when you're not even having to learn anything, when you're just sitting there, just coaching or just playing the game or just being a student of your craft. That's when we should take in things the most, because we're not even trying, we're just being open to the experience. And so that's why I think that, in all things, man, in all things give thanks, because we don't know what today was. You might have met somebody that you think that you are going to do business with, and you might not never talk to that person. You don't even know what today was. But then again, you might meet down the road and be like, hey, man, I met you doing this gig or whatever. You never know what today was, or it could be a situation where it just gets you to be motivated and outwork people. You never know what today was. Lastly, leaving you with this is that I'm a motivational speaker. I've been doing this for a long time, been doing this all my life for the most part, and people know me about this. People know this about me. When we get the banquets and end of the season functions and things of that nature, like, people try to encourage me to speak and things of that nature. I usually get laughs or standing ovations and stuff like that, because most of the stuff I say out of my mouth is really, really, really purposeful. You know what I mean? And I really, really, really am passionate about what I talk about. So, it's kind of fun and entertaining for me to do something at the end of the year or something like that. Well, it doesn't have to be the end of the year or anything, but just, saying that's just what it is. But, my point is this, is that, whatever you're good at, start strengthening your skills, start strengthening your caliber for what you feel like you can do in the future. Like, for instance, I know that I'm good at, life coaching. I know that I'm good at preparing people to be successful. I know that I'm good at getting good advice. I know that these things will help. So guess what? I create a platform and I show myself doing great things. It branches off to other platforms, and so, that's the thing with, with podcasting and all of this stuff, man, is that it's going to create a different resource, a different reference point for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, like we were saying, from I hope we lose to you actually developing characteristics is going to help you throughout the day, throughout your life, throughout your, your path, because a lot of these things will do that. Securing a healthy brand. Once you secure a healthy brand, everything attached to it is healthy. You can't let anybody go on Twitter and say no stupid stuff. But once you develop a healthy brand, people trust it. Like, for instance, like Shannon Sharp. People trust Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady. People trust Tom Brady. Once you develop a great A1, stamped start, man, you got to keep that healthy. All right. So, understand what we're doing here. All right. So, recap from the show real quick. UNC wound up losing in March Madness, man. Kansas State wound up being the champ, the top dog there. Remember, they restructured some of the D linemen, and the top three linemen that I thought are actually the top three linemen that they're going with. Some of the mock drafts have changed up a little bit. And we can see for ourselves with some of that stuff. Don't be a clown today, man. Don't put yourself on here getting that experience. Also, man, remember, we hope you lose, because we can lose more out of losing, or we can learn more out of losing than we do out of winning. But we do hope you get those wins in. But we have to learn, be humble, and just kind of go after it as that, before anything else. But with that being said, man, make sure y'all tune in, man. We're going to pull up, because you already know I'm trying to make sure the segments are 30 minutes or less. So whatever we didn't get through today, or I feel rushed and we didn't get to talk about, we will jump right into it tomorrow. All right. So I am your host, Shak, man, and you have witnessed a Tiger Talk with Shak experience. Make sure y'all come back tomorrow, man. We appreciate everything that's going on with you, man. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for listening to us. Remember, blood is thicker than water only in certain cases. You need water to live. You learn that in the basics. Better cherish your aces. And my aces, they ride and we strap like shoelaces. And I'm sitting there the whole time like, dang, I got